This is how I dip fresh strawberries ready for the freezer. First, I wash them. Whenever you're working with fresh fruit, there sometimes is a lot of debris and dirt and stuff you want to get rid of. It's just part of eating fresh from your garden or eating fresh from a farm. Next, I remove all the tops from the strawberries, and the way I'm going to be using a lot of these, I do want them cut up. You can freeze them whole too, just for my use, I do want them quartered, so I'm just cutting all of these into quarters. If you wanted to, you could even leave some quartered and some whole. You could even leave the tops on if you're using them for something like smoothies, because a little known fact is they are edible, just you might not want them in, like, say, your baked goods, for example. But I'm just gonna go ahead and remove all of those. Before I pack in my strawberries, I'm gonna go ahead and label the bags with what's in the bag. Sometimes in the freezer it's a little bit hard once things have been in there a while. But I'm gonna put what's in there, the date that I'm putting it in, and I'm also going to put the amount that I'm going to be storing in these bags so that they'll be easy to grab later. And next I'm going to put these on a baking tray, and it is lined with parchment paper. With strawberries it's a little bit easier to do this because if you just put them in a bag and put them straight in the freezer, they are going to kind of clump together. And once that's done, I'm just going to put them all in the freezer on those trays for a few hours at least. And then I'm going to measure them into cups, and it is a little bit easier to do this just because whenever you pull your strawberries out of the freezer, you know exactly how much you have in that bag. So if, for example, you're using in a recipe and you need 2 cups, then you know that 2 cups are in that bag and you don't have to measure again. You could just put them in a bag all together if you are just using something like smoothies or like something where the measurement doesn't have to be exact, but I just like having this step done because I know I'm going to be making a pie of these later that does require 2.5 cups of strawberries. And once that's done, I'm going to squeeze out all the air as much as possible just to reduce freezer burn and put them in the freezer, and they're ready to enjoy and use later on.